With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, let's start the question. Our question says that the polysaccharides made up of glucose monomers are option A sucrose, lactose, maltose, option B chitin, glycogen, starch, option C starch, glycogen, cellulose, and option D starch, inulin, and peptidoglycan. So here, if you are talking about our question, firstly we will discuss about the term that is the polysaccharide. So here, what do you mean by the polysaccharide? Polysaccharide means they are the polymers of the monosaccharides. Means here monomeric unit will be the monosaccharide. They will consist many monosaccharide units that are linked together by the glycosidic bond. They will contain the glycosidic bond which will make between two monosaccharide unit. So here, if you are talking about our first option is the sucrose and lactose, and apart from this maltose. So here, if you are talking about these three component, so these three will belong to the disaccharide unit. They will contain two monosaccharide units. And here, if you are talking about our sucrose means it will contain glucose. It will have glucose, plus it will also have the fructose unit. And if you are talking about our lactose, it will have glucose, plus it will have galactose unit. Means they both are the monosaccharide. And if we are talking about our maltose will contain only the glucose unit. Then if you are talking about our second option, that is the chitin, which is the which present in the cell wall of the arthropods, as well as glycogen, which is the stored food material of the animal, and a starch, which is the stored food material of the plants. So these three will belong to the polysaccharides. All are the example of the polysaccharides unit. Here, if you are talking about our chitin is made up of the N-acetyl glucosa mean unit. It will have N-acetyl glucosa mean in its structure. If you are talking about our glycogen will have glucose in its structure. It will have several glucose molecule. And if you are talking about our starch, so it will also have glucose in its structure. So here, only one will not have the glucose, while other remaining two will have the glucose. And if you are talking about our third one is the starch and glycogen and cellulose. So here, we already discussed about the glycogen and starch, that is they both are made up of the glucose unit. If we are talking about our cellulose is present in the cell wall, and it will also have glucose in its structure. It will have several repeating unit of the glucose. And if you are talking about our fourth option is the starch. Again, it will be starch, then inulin, and then peptidoglycan. If you are talking about our peptidoglycan, it will present in the cell wall of the bacteria, or we can say it is present in the cell wall of the mononeurons. So here, if you are talking about a starch, it will made up of the glucose. While if you are talking about our second one, that is the inulin. So inulin is the polymer of the fructose. It will have several unit of fructose in its structure. And if we are talking about our peptidoglycan, it will have N-acetyl glucosamine, that is the NAG, and it will have also N-acetyl glucosa. It will have also N-acetyl muramic acid, that is the NAM. It will also have these two units in its structure. So here, if we are talking about our question, so according our question, only our third option will have glucose in its unit, that is the starch, glycogen, and cellulose. I hope this answered your question. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.